What's going on, people? Back with another video. I haven't done one of these vlogs in a long time. It's probably been over a month or two. But the way things going, I feel like I owe this to y'all. We haven't had a podcast episode all this week, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Everybody who's been supporting all the content on this channel, I really appreciate y'all. All the new subscribers, I really appreciate y'all. Trust me, the content is coming back, but we know the plight of this country right now, and I needed to get some things off my chest. Because first of all, I have not been on social media. I maybe checked on a few family members through Facebook, but Twitter, I shut it down altogether. I haven't checked any notifications, any of that. It's just too much. Everything that's been going on with George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, all the other people that have lost their lives senselessly due to racial inequality and or racial injustice, also just police doing the wrong things, is just so sickening. The riots, the protests, it hurts to see my fellow African Americans in pain. I just couldn't do it anymore. When I go on Twitter, it was just so much hate that I seen on both sides, and so much pain on one side, too much justification on another side, not enough empathy on either side. And I know that may come off wrong because there are some people that aren't with this. And they're Caucasians. They're not with this racist stuff. I'm almost certain a lot of them. I mean, not gonna say a lot because I don't know, but there are some people that are good people. They're not with it. But the ones who are closet, even outright, you need to find yourself. You need to find yourself. But I'm not gonna get into any more of that. Another reason why I've been away from social media, I've been trying to figure out who my elected officials are in my city. I need to find out my municipal laws, city ordinances, who's in charge, and what are we doing about this problem that we have. Thankfully, we don't have a big problem in my city, but that doesn't mean we can't have things in place just in case a cop decides to wake up and do some bullshit, or you just have an encounter that could go wrong. We need those things in place to protect ourselves. Now, is going up against the system and thinking that's going to change? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we have to do something. But that's what I've been doing. You know, I mean, there's a lot of my fellow followers, people that I consider friends on Twitter that are actually being activists. They're putting out things on Twitter that's really good information. And there's some people out there just trying to get that next punchline to get a lot of likes and retweets. I don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. I don't know what they're doing out here, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. You know, I'm trying to get in touch with some people to make a difference, not only in this city, but my hometown of Savannah, Georgia. Beautiful protests they had down there, nothing crazy going on. Thankful for that. That's another story for another day. It's very important to learn those things because you just can't have hatred for national politicians. They don't know what's going on around your corner. They don't know what's going on your block. They don't know what's going on in your city. It all starts at the lower level. But more on that at another time as well. I love doing this on YouTube. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it. I love putting up content. I love talking about sports and gaming and all that. But that stuff is on the back burner right now. I mean, we even have sports figures right now that just can't get their thoughts together, or when they do get their thoughts together, the truth comes out. And in some cases, it's an ugly truth. We're learning a lot about people in these last, 2-3 weeks. We're learning a lot, and it's a good thing. It's a lot to take in, but it's a lot that need to be processed. We need to be better. We need to do better. We need to be better. People who've had privilege all last couple of decades, and it's not necessarily the people that are here today. It's not necessarily their fault, but the system it gives you the benefit to live like that. So there need to be some type of reflection. And if you are a part of that problem that thinks that you're better than people because of the color of your skin, you really need to get reevaluated. Quite honestly, I don't want you on my channel. I don't want you listening to our podcast. I don't want you to even be around anything that I affiliate with. Another thing, I have a 1-year-old son that has to grow up in this world, and I can't imagine seeing my son in a situation like that, or my nephews, or my nieces, any family member. I can't see I just can't see anybody that I know in a situation like what George Floyd had to go through, or any other of these people who had to go through unlawful situations that they lost their life, or lost any other thing of value to them. I tried to wear that badge and tried to uphold the law, but I had to get out of it because it was too stressful. It's a conglomerate. It's full of politics when it comes to that side of the blue line. I love some of the officers that are still there. Don't get me wrong. There's some very good people. People that saved my life. People that we saved other people's lives. People that have done the right thing when the right time comes. But when you go up that ladder and you see who's doing what and for what reason, the system is way bigger than a half a dozen officers that want to do the right thing. And the ones who try to speak up get reprimanded or forced out. It happens. Not to excuse any other officers that doing what they're doing, but it happens. That's just the nature of the system. But I'm going to be starting a new podcast that I will be talking about at a later time. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. But my new podcast is going to be something totally different from what you see on this channel. But it's going to be very valuable to you. And I think that you will be able to learn something and take things with you. Like I said, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And I thank you for listening. And the podcast is going to come back next Tuesday. I may be putting up another 1 or 2 football games just to keep, the train rolling as far as the content. But this needed to be done. And take the time and spend time with your family. I don't care what race you are. Spend time with your family. Teach the members of your family, especially the young ones, about what's going on. And don't sugarcoat nothing. Let them know what's going on, because when they get older, they can deal with this a better way because of the knowledge that they got. There's no reason 15, 20 years from now we have to deal with this again. I love y'all. I don't know y'all, but I love y'all. I love everybody. That's the way I was brought up, and I feel like I will get many blessings in return. See y'all.